It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, has it teed up and ready to go. And we're off from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Yellow.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. And you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
A counter give here to Pacheco. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
A give right side, here's Pacheco. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes now. one finds Kelsey. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. A 27-yard look here. Up and good from Blankenship. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. So it'll be 2nd down. On the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's going deep this time. That one's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards him.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. The Colts have it. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And they return it all the way back for 2 to minimize the sting of that opposing touchdown.
Well, I know you, Kate, and you know me, and I think we will both sign up for this kind of track meet. One side of it scampers all the way down the field with a big play. The other side, they don't hang their head for a second. Instead, they block it, and they scamper it all the way back the other way for 2 on the board.
Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. He's trying another one deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chiefs are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Completes this one to Rice. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Yellow. Hero 15.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. And the Colts get to him. He goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, a couple things here, Kate. Either the play-action pass needs to develop a lot quicker as this game goes on, or they need to put it on the shelf for a while. Far too slow on that snap. Didn't fool anybody defensively.
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Oh, he lost the football. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
He puts everything behind this one. Brought in inside the 20. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds a man right side. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Pacheco gets it from the gun. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Charvarius Ward brings him down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Matt Araiza on to punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. Hauls in this punt at the 8. And nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30. Found his way through most of the kicking team. He picked up 25 on that return. And the Colts will take over. Ball at the 33 for first down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. First down throw here from Richardson. Escapes the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. They got 24 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first down, it's Richardson. Rolling left, buying some time. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Taylor will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now from the gun. That's incomplete left side. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now Richardson to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Richardson on third. This finds Mitchell, complete. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll throw again, Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down from the red zone. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Running right, this is Taylor. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down.
And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start the second half with some needed points. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Butker to try the point after. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Richardson. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts make it a 9-point advantage. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They give to Taylor, right side. Take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. There's time to chide him about poor tackling later, Brock.
And I probably will.
And you probably will. Coach probably will give him an earful about it as well. But let's not let the missed tackle take away from excellent effort he had on that run.
Yeah, it really was his effort to force that missed tackle. Okay, I think that's the key, and open the door for that touchdown. As soon as he slipped that stop, his mind was focused on one thing and one thing only, the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10 from the 41. Mahomes dumps it off to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Yellow, yellow.
At the 41-yard line.
Return.
To the air, Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Fire down these two. Fire down these
First
two.
and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Tight.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Kansas City
Yellow.
Chiefs.
Return.
They'll try and punch it in. Has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 10. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, first and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's Mitchell on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Working quickly here. Richardson now on first and 10. Catch made by Mitchell. And they make the tackle at the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's third and short. Back to throw, here's Richardson. He's trying to push the field. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up fourth and short. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He connects downfield on fourth. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. How about 19 yards on fourth down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. They have themselves another first and 10. From the gun, Taylor. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Throwing now, Richardson. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with third and long. Play action with Richardson. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. They'll set up here for the point after. Hooking toward the upright, but it's good. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes trying to get after the pick. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down throw here from Richardson. He's got it at the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Colts moments away from a 2-0 start. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. Now Richardson to throw. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Chiefs 23. Rigoberto Sanchez, the kickoff for Indianapolis.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. Oh, this big guy is moving! And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This one's to Rice out on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Yellow, yellow.
2 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Right side.
From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Right side.
One final shot here. Completes this one to Rice. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improved to 2-0. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Kansas City.